the process of healing, again, after painful split, it needs to be really attentional and demands a lot of humility and a lot of self-observation and saying, how do we got here? Usually what's happened, we get in some kind of defensive mode and we raise our guards and we don't want to go there. And we little bit using the split to boast ourselves that we are good, the other guys are bad. And that's always works well in a sinful nation. We love things like that. But I will say first thing is recognize what's happened. This is not okay. This is the wrong. This is against the heart of God. This is something that needs repentance and needs a deep humility to look in the eyes. How do we got here? And the most churches who came from splits continue that trade. It's because the split is like a lost. You lost something. You lost the history with a certain people. You lost the certain people. Of course, you engage selective memories in yourself and you only remember the bad things now. But actually, that's not true. You had the good things together, So intentionally remembering those things and go to the process of grieving because you lost some friends. It's a very important. I think the church who went through split, they need to take a good pause and go through a good period of actually observing themselves and asking deep questions, give themselves time to grieve. And every single time an enemy tries to bring only the bad memories, you bring the good memories and good feelings, because it will help you to not retile back to those people, but actually goes in a reconciliation kind of mode towards the people, and then do everything you can for reconciliation. Everything you can to reconciliation. If it's not possible, it's always possible. Always possible. It's never maybe going to be as before, but we can live in peace. So it's not anymore that church down the road, don't be like them, but actually you honor them. And yes, we didn't start well, and yes, we have some history, but you know what? God turns that history for something very good, and by saying we'll love our brothers down the road. That is possible to happen. That's not impossible. It needs a lot of humility, and it needs that kind of inter-searching. How do we got here? And that's another very important thing. We're usually in that defensive mode, and we just blame them, and our eyes are on them, and we don't want to be like them. No, we need to go in us and says, okay, how do we got here? And ask these deep questions of us and God, and what can we learn through all this? If we don't learn anything from the history of the church split, then it's wasted church split. If we can learn something and be better for the future, then we use what's happened very well. And then, of course, cover all that with a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer for humility, a lot of prayer for a unifying heart, a lot of prayer for a repentance and a reconciliation. Just for the seasons and season prayers needs to go in that direction, and then see how God is going to use what's happened for ultimate good.